Yo, what's good everyone? Hope all is well. It's your boy Soul from 868 Gaming, and today we are going to be talking about my top Apex Legends streamers to watch on YouTube and on Twitch. The players on this list are some of the best Apex Legends players out there in my opinion. There's much to learn from these guys' play styles, their thought process, their mastery of certain legends, and overall skill. If this content brings you any form of value, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Now let's get straight to it. Now first off, we have the god of movement, Fade. Now insane movement is something almost all top tier players in Apex really possess. But when it comes to godlike movement, especially with a high mobility legend like Wraith or Octane, few players come close to Fade. He seems to have fully mastered the mechanics of using vertical ziplines in the middle of gunfights. I have seen Fade frustrate streamers who just can't seem to get a lock on him, making him very exciting to watch. Next up, we have Genburten. Now when I first started playing this game, I used to think that there is no way for a controller player to be as good as a mouse and keyboard player. But as time and time again, players like Genburten proves it's all about skill, it's all about your settings, practice, and in-game sense, and not about what you use, because this man shreds through these lobbies. He also makes using some weapons with very troublesome recoil patterns like the Volt and the R99 look pretty easy to use. He has a very good sense of awareness, making him very effective in the midst of chaotic battles, and sometimes he may escape with a squad wipe or two. Next on this list, we have ImperialHal. Now, as we all know, competitive lobbies are in a whole different league from ranked and pubs, with the most intense fights, high stakes, and the best of the best players. And we all have to admit that ImperialHal is simply one of the best competitive players in Apex. I've seen players on this list play on his team, and he's always the tactical leader because he is very smart, like Shikamaru from Naruto kind of smart. He has very smart tactical rotations. He knows when to push or retreat from a gunfight, predicting or forcing enemy teams to play into his strategy, making him, in my opinion, a tactical genius. And his aim is also pretty good, and his movement is also top notch, and all in all, ImperialHal is to me a very balanced player. One of the most devastating weapons in Apex Legends is the wingman, and no one, in my opinion, wields a wingman better than Daltoosh. I've seen Daltoosh squad wipe teams comprised of players on this same list due to his insane playstyle and his approach to fights. Now, Toosh is what I will call a clutch player. When it comes to being the last man standing and his entire team is down, Daltoosh will deliver. And we all must admit that the wingman is definitely not the easiest gun in Apex Legends to master, but in the hands of a player like Daltoosh, it's very problematic. And he's also the most entertaining personality while streaming. Next up is someone I recently started looking at is a prize. The way this guy punishes enemy players by aggressively taking the fight to them, taking full advantage of players who think they are safe until a grenade lands on their head out of nowhere. Yeah, that is just fun to watch. Not to mention that he was once the #1 Apex Predator at some point and the first player to hit 100,000 kills on PC. That is crazy. Next up on this list, we have my favorite player to watch, Shiv FPS. Watching Shiv play with Bangalore can make you believe that Bangalore is the best legend in the game. Shiv's intelligent use of her abilities just suits his insanely aggressive playstyle, and with crazy clutch plays even in competitive lobbies. Shiv is by far the best Bangalore in Apex with over 200,000 kills, which is nuts. And next up we have Asu. Now this guy is one of the most mind-blowing players I've seen in any first-person shooter in quite a while. It's as if he does like everything right and everything on a whole other level. Watch how he single-handedly outplays this team for the win.
Oh, I had a good armor on my body too. Oh.
Need to recharge my shields.
Play with you, but they're getting outplayed. Really.
No, I'm choking.
Windy?
Killed an enemy.
Enough said. And last but not least is the playmaker god. It's Timmy, or ITZ Timmy, whatever you want to call him. I personally would argue that Timmy is the best player in Apex Legends. Some may agree, some may not. But we have to admit that Timmy creates some plays that no one else does. Now we must admit that he is risky with what he does, but because of that, he pulls off some of the most epic plays in Apex. Take a look at this.
I'm dead. Oh my, I'm out of there. Oh my, the movement. I was out of there.
So if you never heard of this guy, you need to go and check him out. Now I'll put all the links in the descriptions below so you can check out these guys' channel. And there you have it, folks. These are my top streamers to watch on YouTube and on Twitch so far. So be sure to leave in the comments who will you add, who you think I should have added, who will you place on your list. Be sure to put all that in the comments. Alright, so thanks for watching. It's your boy Soul from 868 Gaming, and I'm gone.